Hello students, welcome to Elements of Mechanical Engineering, and today's topic is vapor compression refrigeration cycle. Alright, in my previous video I have explained about the various terms that are used in refrigeration cycle, refrigeration process. One is refrigerant, refrigerating effect, refrigerating cycle, refrigerator, and next one is refrigeration process. So all these things that we have seen, and in addition to this we have seen 1 ton of refrigeration. So these are the things that we have seen in the previous slide, right? So next thing is, now we'll move on to this vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So vapor compression refrigeration cycle consists of 4 components. So one is compressor, condenser, expansion valve, and evaporator. So the entire refrigeration process will follow throughout this refrigerating cycle. So one is compressor, condenser, expansion valve, and evaporator. So we will study one by one in detail. So the components of the refrigeration process and the functionality. So let us take that first compressor. It compresses the fluid. What is the function of compressor? It compresses the fluid. And next, what is there are it will do two different jobs. The compressor. First one is it compresses the fluid, and it increases the temperature and the pressure of the refrigerant. Whatever the refrigerant that we take, it increases the temperature and the pressure of the fluid, and it will help to circulate the refrigerant throughout the refrigerating cycle. So that is the function of compressor. The main function means it increases the temperature and the pressure of the refrigerant. Next, after compressor, it will move on to this condenser. What does the condenser do? It condenses. The name itself indicates it condenses the refrigerant. If it is in a vapor refrigerant, that vapor refrigerant will be converted into liquid refrigerant. And there can be two different cooling systems. One is air cooled, or next one is water cooled. If it is air cooled, then air is taken as what you call condenser. So air will be taken as a coolant, or water can be taken as a coolant. So these two things can be used, depends on the what you call. So it depends on the requirement. You go for air cooled or water cooled. So the main function of the condenser is to condense the fluid. Next, moving on to this expansion valve. Expansion valve is nothing but a small narrow path through which that refrigerant passes. While passing through the expansion valve, pressure drop takes place. That means pressure comes down. So that is the function of this expansion valve, right? After finishing this expansion valve, it will move on to this evaporator. So evaporator is the heart of the refrigerator. Why it is called as the heart of the refrigerator is because this is the place where cooling effect takes place. In refrigerator, evaporator is a place where cooling effect takes place, or evaporator is a place where the heat will be extracted from the surroundings. So that is why this evaporator is called as the heart of the refrigerator. So here what happens here is, that liquid refrigerant, the evaporator, it heats after receiving extracting heat from the refrigerant. That liquid refrigerant will be converted into vapor refrigerant. So these are the things that we should understand, right? So this is the function. So how it moves from one place to another place, that is from compressor to condenser, from condenser to expansion valve, from expansion valve to evaporator, and again cycle repeats. This cycle is nothing but refrigeration cycle, and the process is nothing but refrigeration process, and the cooling effect takes place, that is nothing but refrigerating effect, and the machine which does this process is nothing but refrigerator. So these are the things we should understand. In addition to this, in vapor compression refrigeration cycle, we should understand the status, or the position, or the state of the refrigerant in different points. So first let us take the first point. In the diagram we can clearly see the first point, point number 1. There you can see the condition of the refrigerant will be in liquid state. So liquid state, and pressure and temperature will be low pressure and low temperature. Here only low pressure, low temperature refrigerant should pass on to the evaporator. So then only it will extract the heat from the surroundings. That is the function of evaporator. So once it passes through the evaporator, liquid refrigerant will be converted into vapor refrigerant. And so next thing is low pressure, low temperature will be converted into high pressure and high temperature. So it will not be converted into high pressure and high temperature, because here it receives latent heat. So liquid refrigerant will be converted into vapor refrigerant, okay, but it will be low pressure, low temperature vapor only, okay. So here what we have to understand here is liquid refrigerant will be converted into vapor. Low pressure, low temperature will be the same, low pressure, low temperature, but only the change is liquid will be converted into vapor. And when it pass on to this compressor compresses the fluid in turn, so it will temperature and pressure will be increased. So vapor refrigerant, low pressure, low temperature, after passing through the compressor, it will become high pressure and high temperature, because that is the function of the compressor. Compressor compresses the fluid and increases the temperature and pressure of the fluid or refrigerant. Now this high pressure, high temperature vapor refrigerant passes through the condenser. So here condensation takes place, condensation of refrigerant. So what happens here is it loses heat, refrigerant loses heat, and high pressure, high temperature vapor will be converted into high pressure, low temperature liquid. It will be converted into liquid. So from 3 to 4, here what we have to understand is, in third point it will be in vapor state, and when it comes to fourth state it will be turned into liquid. So vapor will be converted into liquid, and then pressure will remain the same, high pressure, and what you call, so the temperature will come down from 3 to 4, high temperature will come down to low temperature. So this is what happens during this 3 to 4 process. Next, 4 to 1 process, expansion valve. So what is the as I told you in the beginning itself, the function of expansion valve is to remove the pressure, or pressure drops takes place during this expansion valve. So high pressure will pass on to this expansion valve, high pressure will come down. So high pressure refrigerant will to come down to low pressure refrigerant. So that is what happens here, right? So we will once again wind up, before winding up, the working principle of vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So we will once again see the state of the different state or condition of the refrigerant throughout. So it will start from first state. First it will be sorry, first it will be liquid state, and it will be low pressure, low temperature. Liquid will flow through the evaporator, and it will be converted into low pressure, low temperature vapor. So what happens is liquid will be converted into vapor, right? And then next one is low pressure, low temperature vapor. After passing through the compressor, it will turn into high pressure, high temperature vapor. Alright, so vapor, low pressure, low temperature vapor is converted into high pressure, high temperature vapor. After passing on to 3 to 4 process, high pressure, high temperature vapor will converted into high pressure, low temperature liquid. So here vapor is converted into liquid, and high temperature is converted into low temperature, and pressure remains the same. Now moving on to 4 to 1 process. When passing on to this expansion valve, high pressure is converted into low pressure. Liquid will remain the same. So from 4 to 1, high pressure will turn into low pressure. Liquid refrigerant will be remain the same. So after reaching this first point, it will come back to the original state point, like low pressure, low temperature, liquid refrigerant. Now it is ready to pass on to this evaporator. So this is how the cycle repeats. So in this, if we cut into two, during this condenser and evaporator, this place, if you cut into two, right hand side will be always liquid state and left hand side will be always vapor state. This is the indication that the state of the steam refrigerant will be in two different, one is liquid form and another one is vapor form. Right hand side will be always liquid form and left hand side will be always in the vapor form. So this is how we should understand. So this is the working principle of vapor compression refrigeration cycle. Thank you.